A local family that's been homeless for more than 3 years is finally climbing out of the affordable housing crisis. Our Stephanie Hudson shared the struggle of Tanya Stokely and her 9 children with us back in March.
And after a year and a half of living in the 4-kid shelter, Stokely just received an emergency housing voucher from the city of Norfolk. Stephanie is in our newsroom now with tonight's update. Steph?
Well, great news for the Stokely family. They now have that voucher to help pay rent, but they still have to find a home large enough for their family of 10 and a landlord that will take the voucher. That is a unique challenge for their family. However, a trip to the Regional Housing Crisis Hotline this morning shows us that hundreds, if not thousands of families are in that same struggle.
Thank you for calling the Regional Housing Crisis Hotline. May I please have your first name?
The phone rings here nonstop.
You said how long have you been sleeping in the car? 3 nights?
97 calls before 11 a.m.
Give me the age and genders of all your children.
The problem? High rents and low housing supply.
There needs to be a lot more work in housing creation.
Thaler McCormick is CEO of 4Kids, which runs the hotline and a shelter for families.
Just a few years ago, we opened up this facility and with the hope of being able to serve almost 3 times as many families in our larger shelter. But what we're seeing is that families there's no housing to move them out to.
Through demolition of public housing in Norfolk and renovations throughout the region, McCormick says we're losing more units than we're creating.
As of right now, all of the shelters are full to capacity, so we don't have any immediate shelter or housing right now.
What is available is not affordable.
Hampton Roads cities have among the highest eviction rates in the country.
These colorful figures represent families saved from eviction since April 1st.
Our new Virginia eviction reduction pilot is working to put people in the courthouses, be able to prevent eviction before it happens.
It's also meeting families halfway with rent assistance when appropriate.
So I went ahead and added you to the rent assistance wait list.
But there's much more need than money.
No, we don't have a turnaround time.
In just half an hour, these ladies took 82 calls, more than 500 total yesterday, and the phone just keeps ringing.
Thank you for calling the Regional Housing Crisis Hotline. Can I get your first and your last name?
Now, the shelter is able to house 20 families at a time. But even for those they can help, McCormick says it's tough on the kids, both for their education and their mental health. She said cities can help with rezoning and neighbors by supporting the creation of more multiple family housing units. Stephanie Hudson, 10 on your side.